DJ Booby here. We're talking UFOs again. UFOs. UFOs. And I finally found a list of UFO, I guess, events that I can use or that I think I can use. And I missed a few things along my chronological trip down UFO lane. Uh, the main thing that I forgot that I missed in terms of chronological order, and that's what we're going to talk about today because this happened earlier and we're about to we're about to skip it again. I was about to talk about Project Blue Book or something about UFOs in the 50s. I decided not to do that because I found out that uh, I think it's Battle for LA or Battle for Los Angeles. I think that was the tagline for, let me see, Battle of Los Angeles, yeah. If you type in Battle of Los Angeles, it will pop up with a news report. This happened in 1942. Now, last video I was talking about why I didn't. Well, it wasn't the last video. It was a few videos ago now, but I was talking about why I didn't think Roswell was a Nazi UFO. And that's because it happened earlier. The Nazi UFO that people are confusing with Roswell is actually the UFO from the incident from Battle of Los Angeles. So let me tell you what goes on in this story. Alright, Battle of Los Angeles. At night, the there's a really good doc that I'll link to it, but I'm just gonna explain it kind of simply. But the late at night in California, I guess they get some sort of radar report of something like moving from some place over to some other place, right? And they track it, and I think it makes a different direction. Eventually, they get super caught up in this, and they start firing at this object in the sky. And they fired at it for, I don't know, like 30-40 minutes or something like that. And they thought it was like a Nazi invasion or something like that because that was still during World War II. This is still going on during World War II. 1942. It's towards the end, but it's still there. Uh, anyways, so they 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 that's why I think it's a Nazi UFO. That's the main reason. It's because the dates line up. Well, the dates now line up in my mind, but on top of that, there's other stuff. The dates line up, but on top of that, I have to bring up somebody in the future now, and I'm gonna talk about him later again. His name is Bob Lazar. He claimed to work on a UFO way later at Area 51. He is the first person to come out and talk about Area 51. No one before this guy. Anyways, he claimed to have seen 8 or 9 craft that were in our possession, the U.S. possession. And he worked on one of them. He called it the sports model, but there was 8 or 9 others. He said one of them looked like the classic Bell UFO, but it had like a huge hole through it, like they shot like an RPG at it or something to see if it was like, could hold up or whatever. but I think that was the UFO that they shot down in Battle of Los Angeles. So that's my theories on it, because obviously I know nothing. This is just all theoretical, but it makes sense, doesn't it?